Yehovah Svaot Elohim, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey, hand, behold, now, behold. Isaiah Yeshayahu, chapter 29. Woe to Ariel, fireplace of God's altar, lion of God. Ariel, the city where David encamped, celebrate the feasts for a few more years. But then I will bring trouble to Ariel. There will be mourning and moaning, and she becomes truly an Ariel for me. I will encamp all around her, besiege you with towers, and mount siege works against you. Prostrate, you will speak from the ground. Your words will be stifled by the dust. Your voice will sound like a ghost in the ground. Your words like squeaks in the dust. But your many foes will become like fine powder, the horde of tyrants like blowing chaff. And it will happen very suddenly. You will be visited by Yehovah Svaot with thunder, earthquakes, and loud noises, whirlwinds, tempests, flaming firestorms. Then all the nations fighting Ariel, every one at war with her, the ramparts around her, the people that trouble her, will fade like a dream, like a vision in the night. It will be like a hungry man dreaming he's eating, but he wakes up, his stomach is empty. Or like a thirsty man dreaming he's drinking, but when he wakes up, he is dry and exhausted. It will be like this for the horde of all nations, fighting against Mount Zion. If you make yourselves stupid, you will stay stupid. If you blind yourselves, you will stay blind. You are drunk, but not from wine. You are staggering, but not from strong liquor. For Yehovah has poured over you a spirit of lethargy. He has closed your eyes, that is, the prophets, and covered your heads, that is, the seers. For you, this whole prophetic vision has become like a message in a sealed up scroll. When one gives it to someone who can read and says, "Please read this," he answers, "I can't, because it's sealed." If the scroll is given to someone who can't read with a request, "Please read this," he can't, "I can't read." Then Yehovah said, "Because these people approach me with empty words, and the honor they bestow on me is mere lip service, while in fact they have distanced their hearts from me, and their fear of me is just a mitzvah of human origin. Therefore, I will have to keep shocking these people with astounding and amazing things until the wisdom of their wise ones vanishes, and the discernment of their discerning ones is hidden away. Woe to those who burrow down deep to hide their plans from Yehovah. They work in the dark and say to themselves, "Nobody sees us, nobody knows us." How you turn things upside down. Is the potter not better than the clay? Does something made say of its maker, "He didn't make me"? Does the product say of its producer, "He has no discernment"? In but a little while, Lebanon will be turned into a fruitful field, and the fruitful field regarded as a forest. On that day, the deaf will hear the words of a book, and out of gloom and darkness, the eyes of the blind will see. The humble will rejoice again. The humble will again rejoice in Yehovah, and the poor exult in the Holy One of Israel. For the tyrant is now nothing, the scoffer is finished, and all alert to do evil are cut off. Those whose words make a man out to be a sinner, those who set traps for the arbitrator at the city gate, and those who groundlessly deny justice to the one in the right. Therefore, here are the words of Yehovah, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Yaakov. Yaakov will no longer be ashamed, no longer will his face grow pale. When his descendants see the work of my hands, among them they will consecrate my name. Yes, they will consecrate the Holy One of Yaakov, and stand in awe of the God of Israel. Those whose spirits stray will come to understand, and those who complain will learn their lesson. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this 29th chapter of Isaiah Yeshayahu? We can lift up your prayers to Yehovah with humility. Seek Yehovah Svaot in your daily walk. Feed on the written words of Yehovah. Aim to be wise from the perspective of Yehovah. Aim to be filled with the Ruach HaKodesh. Aim for your eyes to be open to the truth of the written words of Yehovah. Aim to proclaim the truth of the written words of Yehovah. Aim to read daily the written words of Yehovah. Approach Yehovah with his words full of love and compassion. Aim for your actions to be pleasing from his perspective. Move your heart close to Yehovah. Increase the fear of Yehovah in your life. Love Yehovah. Love others as Yehovah commands. Open your plans to Yehovah. Glorify Yehovah. Allow Yehovah to direct your life. Aim to be spiritually fruitful. Humble yourself before Yehovah. Rejoice in Yehovah. Exalt the Holy One of Israel. Aim for justice to the one in the right. And consecrate Yehovah's name. Consecrate the Holy One of Yehovah. Stand in awe of the Elohim of Israel. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can proclaim the truth of his written words of Yehovah. Bear one another's burdens, aim to love, and be humble and full of compassion. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. We'll end with the Arianic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and set in place all you need to be whole and complete.